How's it going? Welcome to my bathroom. We're in here today because I am dyeing my eyebrows and I wanted to kill two birds with one stone and also make this video. I wanted to talk about today. Am I in focus? Yes, I am. Anyways, I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about being genuine and being genuine while navigating the internet, I guess. Because I think it is important to talk about. Especially because the internet's just kind of difficult, you know? I know Dodie has talked about how she really struggles with oversharing and just kind of, it's difficult to navigate the online landscape while retaining like a healthy amount of privacy, basically, you know? Like, it's just difficult, especially when a lot of your content is about sharing how you feel. You're going to need to often kind of discuss the situations that have made you feel, you know, XYZ way, and you need to respect everybody's privacy without like giving away too much of your personal life, because it's important to remember that, you know, even though your community feels friendly and, you know, doing this, making a video, doesn't seem like you're sharing too much to too many people, the things that you put out on the internet have the ability to be consumed by, you know, potentially millions of people. Not that, you know, I don't think I'll ever really reach millions, but still, you know, the possibility is out there, and because of that, you need to be more aware of what you're saying, because, you know, it's a bunch of people who don't know you as well as, say, your close friends, so they're not always going to know exactly what you mean, and you just have a higher probability of, I guess, things getting misinterpreted or misconstrued, as where, like with friends and stuff, they'll be like, oh, I know what you mean. And there's also just the simple fact of, like, you know, especially if YouTube and similar medias become your job. If this becomes my job, if you and me and this whole thing become successful enough that I do this for a living, there's only so much that you can know about me for, you know, my own sanity and sense of well-being, I guess. And it's difficult to navigate that, especially because I strive to make my thing, I guess. Being genuine and talking about the things that maybe don't always get talked about because people don't know how to talk about them well, or just because it's difficult to share. But it's difficult to maintain that genuinity while protecting my privacy, you know? Because I know there is no absence of people who, if this does get any bigger, you know, will say things like, or not say things, but I know there is no absence of people who will think that they know me very, very well because of what I share with the internet and with you. And I know that it can be very difficult to come to the realization, you know, that you may not know me as well as you think, especially because I know that that kind of makes this seem more like a scam, I guess, more fake, and it's just a difficult atmosphere, I guess, to navigate, because the fact of the matter is that no matter how successful this gets, which granted, yes, I hope this goes somewhere, you're never gonna know everything about me. You're never gonna know everything about my life. And I get that that sucks to hear, especially if you really like somebody's content, you know. But sometimes that just, like, that's just how it has to be, you know what I mean? You're never really gonna know your favorite creators like a friend until you become friends with them, if you become friends with them, you know? Like, I get that I'm kind of just saying that, like, everything you know is fake. But that's not really the heart of what I'm trying to say. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that even though you and I are friendly, and you know, I try to share things with you to help you feel less alone, there is a certain level of privacy I have to maintain, which can be seen as similar to like having a heart-to-heart with somebody you don't know very well, you know? Like, you can share most anything with your best friend, right? That's no problem. Ooh, ouch. That's no problem. But you can't, or at least I would imagine you don't necessarily share the same sense of vulnerability with a friend you're not as close with, or a stranger on the street. And I'm not trying to insinuate that you and I, or you and any other creator, are the same as a stranger on the street. But, you know, in being somebody who shares such a raw part of themselves online, you can get the picture that that you know most things about the person, or that you're a lot closer than you really are. And I think that's difficult. I think we creators do not take into account enough how that really like plays out, I guess, you know? And I don't know, I just have a lot of thoughts about all this, I guess. And they're hard to articulate because I want to articulate them very well. And it's just a very dodgy subject, I guess. You know what I mean? I guess the heart of what I'm trying to say is that being genuine online is a lot of deliberating and a lot of careful plan. Well, I don't know. Being genuine online is difficult waters to navigate because you want to be as authentic and, like I said, genuine as you can. You want to be truthful and you want to be real, and I strive for these things because I want to let other people know, like, look, you know, you're not alone in feeling this, and, you know, you can be genuine about these things, blah blah blah, what have you. But it's also difficult to respect your own privacy and respect your own boundaries because, you know, one day there could be thousands of people consuming these things and watching these, and, you know, I can only share so much because there are just some parts of your own brain that don't need to be shared with thousands of people and don't need to be consumed by thousands of people because just they don't, you know? And I know that it's difficult, especially when you want to feel a lot closer with whoever's making the content, or if you already feel close with whoever's making the content. I get that, like, you're like, wait, but we have this whole thing. And I'm definitely not trying to say that you don't have that thing because, you know, that you were made to feel that way for a reason. I know with me, definitely, I want you to feel listened to and not like I'm some, I don't know, robot or something. But it's also hard to remember, you know, that this is the internet and you can't always get a real life experience from the internet, because even though the internet is real life, the internet isn't 3D. The internet is a 2D world, and there's a lot going on that you can't see or you won't see. And it's important that we figure out how to digest that, especially as the internet increasingly becomes our whole life, you know? Bro, I don't know. Talking is hard, but at least my eyebrows will look good. That's what I think. It's difficult to be online, no matter what side of the internet you're on, I guess. And truth be told, I don't know if this video made a lot of sense. I'm hoping that I can edit it into something tangible and comprehensible. Probably should have planned this out a little better, thought a little more about it, but that's life, you know? Like I said, I strive to be raw and genuine. So sometimes what you get is a very messy and disorganized video while I slap some hair dye into my eyebrows. This is the only love being able to speak English. This is the second time I have dyed my eyebrows, and I gotta say, I love it because they look done all the time for like a little less than a week. And it's so cheap. I bought just like a whole thingy of hair dye, and I use like a pea-sized amount. That's it. So dude, that'll last me forever. I can like dye my eyebrows with that for like the rest of my life probably. And to think I was gonna buy an eyebrow tinting kit on Amazon for like $15 that would have only dyed my eyebrows like 4 times, and I spent a total of like $5, no, like $10 on one thingy of hair dye and a big thing of developer. And it's that easy. Anyways, yeah, hopefully this made some sense. If it didn't, oh well, you know, maybe I can make some sense of it again another time. But I'm gonna go rinse this off now. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you later.